Hello. Nice. All right. Just making sure that all works. I'm gonna do a little of this. I'm gonna do some puzzles as am me want puzzle. Yes, that's what I'm gonna do today. I don't know if I play chess anymore. I just look at other people's games and try to do those puzzles. Whatever, man. I was actually playing some over the board stuff before. That's how I roll, man. Over the board, you know what I'm saying? Over the board. Right. Want to give some shout out to the music, of course, that I'm using. It is White Bat Audio. Yeah. Give these guys some love. They make their music, or aggregate their music or whatever, and it's copyright free. So I'm doing the Arabian Mate, not at plus 600, but at minus 600. What? This is between two 2000s. If you want to know, I'm using Lichess or leechess.org. If you go to their deal, go to puzzles at the top, go to puzzle themes, you can find all this stuff. And then I go down to, Arabian Mates. So I like to see, especially on the games that are like an elo that's far above mine. Mine's like 1,000. So, if it's like another person who's like 1,000, I'm like, come on, chump. But 2000s. I want to see how they play. E4, C5. Sicilian. What? Is it Sicilian? Now I don't know. And that's why I'm 1,000. I think C5 is the Sicilian to E4. Pushing this guy here. I feel like it's... I don't know. I studied this a long time ago and forgot it all. There's something with the Slav and the Open Slav and the Sicilian, and I do the French. Usually with the Sicilian, then there's like the Caracan, like this way. The whole idea is to open up this bishop. So this, I don't know, we'll find out. So likely these guys, or gals, or both, aren't even thinking at this point. They're just making moves, right? Oh, Lord. And I know A6 is a thing. Get away from me, knight man. Oh. Take that, Mike. Mike is always giving me shit. I know. These are like dad puns. Take that. Okay. I'm pretty sure nobody's watching. I've made some turbo dad puns. If anyone gets that joke, by the way, these are not... these turbo puns, then you win. You win with the internet. I sense a castle. No, they don't castle. They're like, whatever, dude. I don't need a castle. I'm gonna move my queen. I haven't even been paying attention, really. I mean, all these moves seem like theory to me. And this song kind of reminds me of Rush. Not anymore. Like Tom Sawyer, kind of reminds me of Tom Sawyer. Okay, so he throws the knight in. I guess he's just trying to open up the king side. No, he's trying to get rid of the bishop. Well, still, it opens up those dark squares. Okay. I mean, this seems pretty weak to me. So does that bishop. Bishop's like, all right, I'll go here. I'll trade. Trade. Now my queen's on you. Or my knight's on your queen. That ain't no good. Dude, that's sexy. What? I didn't see that at all. This is why I'm not playing games. I don't see anything. So check this out. He's like, I'm going to move your bishop. Because once we trade down, and I move your queen, which really I'm just attacking the square. I'm going to do this. Little fork maneuver. Taking the pawn. Drops this pawn here. Doesn't drop the pawn. Interesting. Is that a poison pawn or something? Oh, I guess it is, because if the queen takes and he threatens this way, this is going to happen. Yeah? And if you take here, then you lose the queen. That's no good. Okay. I'm going to take your pawns. Oh, and your bishop. Well, the bishop wasn't doing anything anyway. Okay, check. Ooh. Ruh-roh. I guess you have to move back here? No. You can just check first. Okay, nice. Right, so this is going for checkmate, right? With this guy. I'm gonna stop that. Now what? Let us drink some coffee first. Then this is an Arabian mate. I do have to remember. So I'm doing something with the knight, right? Sort of smothering the king. I don't really know. Maybe it's knight rook, because this looks like a queen sack to me. Queen sack, and there we go. I think that's what it is. Okay, so that's the Arabian mate. So it's a knight rook action. You know, if I got into this position, I'd be like, right, this is obvious. Now I'd be like, no. That's sexy. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw you this again. White bot audio. White bot audio. Let me show you their. This is their cyberpunk mix. I'll how do I do this? It doesn't really look good the way that I'm doing it. I know you guys can't see anything because, you know, I'm not letting you. But this will be cool. Check this out. So this is their channel. Look at that skull. It's cool. Although I'm not showing the coolest part about the skull. Oh no. Well, how do I do it? Oh, I see what's wrong. Haha. Yeah, check that out. Isn't that cool? It's got laser beams, dude. Laser beams. Alright. What's going on? This is two 1800s. I can watch an 1800. E4, what? Who plays E4? Okay, so we're doing the French, which is my opening for black, or the one that I use. This is the exchange variation, I know because they took. This is Thirar. Really, you do A6 here? Actually, I guess this is just part of the exchange. Yeah, I guess so. Normally I try to do something like this, but whatever. we'll do c6. I'm always scared about a6 because I think they're gonna like take and mess this whole up and then have something on the queen side, but they don't. They push the bishop back, prepping for the old castle. I think I've made this move before. It's always a question of here or here. If you go to g4, they're probably gonna provoke an a3, yeah, or an h3. And you're back here, and they kind of have. I mean, they're not gonna open up their king, but I don't know. That's just my wild thoughts about it. Okay, I'm gonna attack your knight. Move your knight over there. I'm gonna prep for castling. Ruh-roh. Don't do that. Atha. So it kind of messes up this idea, right? Especially if they rook over or something. Nope, they're just gonna take. Huh. Okay, it weakens the king. Now, you go h8 with the king, king h8. I don't think I'd do that. I mean, I get this kind of idea. The queen comes down, maybe, like. But it's a prophylactic move. I don't know. I'd want to get my knight somewhere, but where can this knight go? This knight's screwed. He's screwed, man. Maybe try to open up somehow. Anyway, what have I? There he opens up that way. Pushes the old dude back. Again, same tactic. Kind of weak here. Doubling up on the old pawn. Interesting. I guess the bishop isn't doing much and they're just taking the bishop out. Okay. That doesn't look good. Ruh-roh. Oh my. So he just gave up the queen. Like, it's cool. I don't need it. I guess there's an idea here of like, what is it? What is there an immediate check? That check, you move over. Is it here, takes, and then that? No? Okay. It's pretty ballsy. I mean, obviously there's a checkmate. It's probably an Arabian mate, too. I wonder if my audio is actually on. I may have to, okay. I've done that before where I'm like, no, I turned on the audio. Excuse me. Right. So Arabian mate is rook and knight, or knight and rook. This seems like the move. Yep, check. This comes down, check here. Yeah. And I didn't see that before. I was like, oh, how do you do it? This person saw it. Like, you don't make this move unless you see it, right? Like, I saw the check, but I was thinking something along this pawn. But it's not, you know, in like getting my knight, or yeah, my knight here. In fact, that's toast. This is between two 2000s. E4, man. Bleh. Focusing on F7. I don't know any E4 theory. I mean, I barely know theory, but I really don't know E4 theory. This guy's like, I'm gonna castle queenside. It's gonna happen. Ruh-roh. Opening it up. Trapping my dude. And this is so dangerous. It seems dangerous. Seems like, oh no. I think we're just going for an Arabian mate, baby. Take my queen. Uh-oh. I'm not even going to take your knight. Interesting. Oh, right. You've got to get the queen off this line so this can happen. I guess you're trying to get king there. It's ballsy, dude. So queen comes here to also guard for this pawn, right? Takes the pawn. Check. Takes because it doesn't want to lose a piece, but doesn't see this. Dude, that was like a few levels deep. I mean, check this out. They're doing this kingside push. Was this a blitz game? No, it was a 10-minute rapid game. Allows the infiltration. It's like, whatever, dude. Allows the fork. Can't take because of this. Cool, I'm gonna take the bishop. White is like, I'm gonna eat your queen. And this move. I get the bishop move, I guess, because the queen is protecting both of those squares, right? And, oh, they've got the bishop here, so they can't block with the pawn. Alright, moves the queen. Can I see this? I don't think I would see this. It's like I'm gonna move my knight in. Because I'm gonna check here. Oh, I see. So that's a fork. So he takes, and I'm blocking the pin. Ah, it's a double attack too. Why did he take here? Did he have to take? Because this check is gnarly, right? That's no good. Or doesn't look good anyway. Check just kind of... Man, I just, like, I see the mate, of course, but at this point in the game, I don't think it would cross my mind. Which is why I'm studying it right now. I mean, I'd be trying to, like, put this together and... Would obviously see this attack. But I'd think, okay, well... I check, right? Then he attacks this way, right? So let's say I do that. Well, okay, it's White's turn. I mean, couldn't he just attack the bishop? Is that just bad news? I can see eventually, you know, getting the rooks over, but he doesn't have a queen. He has a latent check just chilling out. Like, takes. That would definitely be on my mind. As White. Check, and he's gonna get my queen, right? So I'd like want to move over, but then you have a check here and then back. Gets it anyway. I guess you can't really stop that. What would I be thinking as White, other than, oh no? I was seeing if I could, like, switch the board around or something. Sorry if this is boring, y'all. It's, like, actually just me studying. Huh. What can White do? I mean, other than attack here, because that loses the game, right? Like, boom, boom, that's it. Toast. Is there a way out of that? Here. You still do it. Right? Because you've got this attack. But hold up. Yeah, if you move the pawn, you still suffer this discovered check. This might just be it. I don't know, maybe something like this, you still lose the queen. But you could take, you know, the knight, this attacks. I think you can prolong it. Okay. This is 2/2400s. It's a blitz game, so I'll just move it back a little bit. I don't really analyze blitz much. Although it does allow me to, like, know where the pieces are. Okay, see bishops here. Looks like they haven't really traded anything, but maybe a pawn. Screw it. Okay, so so maybe this is the Slav. Someone tell me. Is it the Slav? I don't know if it's the Slav or not. This trades down. Castling, okay. Get back, bishop. Bishop. Attacking over here. These fast games are just attack, attack, attack. I always think it's interesting when people are like, yeah, sure, I'm going to trade now. So this opens up the king. Right? More opening up the king. Going for the Arabian Maid. Clearly the Arabian Maid. I mean, this looks pretty gnarly. Something like this, maybe? No. Why? Oh, I see. So let's say I go here. He's got to be on the... Well, I mean, they're just playing fast, maybe. Okay, takes. Sacking the queen for the check, right? I think I can just take. So this is the setup, right? And then you actually checkmate with the rook. Looks like a queen sack. These are again 2/2400s. Seems like the 2400s play real quick. Quick chess. Not me, not me, man. Okay. So for the Arabian Maid, I want to save the knight, obviously. Is it something like this? Seems like I would take. Takes here. Checks there, moves back, and that, right? Okay, so the knight's in position. This check is pretty gnarly. That happens, and it's all over, yeah? So just seeing the mating pattern is good. It seems like a sack, takes, and then checkmate, right? This is probably the checkmating square. Takes, maybe just moves the knight. Doesn't the knight just, or that's not a knight, it's a rook. And then comes back and then checkmates this way. But if I come here, I guess the guess is they're not going to just drop the queen. Never mind, I'm totally wrong. So that's the way to move, because otherwise I guess there's options. I mean, there are options. So this check means there's only one option. My way, there's like other ways to do it, and you don't want that because you want to checkmate him. Well, I lost 17 whole points on that, whatever that means. What does it mean, this rating? You can't see the rating. Let me show you the rating. Well, that doesn't work. Well, that doesn't work either. Lord. I could just tell you what the rating is. Nope. We're not going to do this. Sorry. I'll just tell you what it is. It's like, I'm looking the wrong spot. 1765, but that's not my ELO. Since it's a 10-minute game between two pretty much 1900s, so I'm going to actually look at it. If you're in the chat, hello. I'm just reviewing games and all that good stuff. If you're on Twitch, hi. If you follow, it makes a sound. It's kind of cool. If you don't, it makes no sound. Okay. D4 and the bishop out. What? Is this the London? I don't know. Takes. And back in this little nook. Seems like the knight's gonna get caught. I don't entirely understand that move. Like, aren't you just gonna kick the knight? Oh, derp, Jesus. That's why I'm not in 1800 or 1900. So you kick the knight. If they take, the queen is there. That's gnarly. Gnarly looking anyway. Huh. I guess the idea here is to change the goalpost to here rather than there for this bishop. Well, I guess that, and to get the knight in the game. Okay. He didn't want to push here because that would have just defeated this bishop, right? Okay, getting his rook involved. Some trades, okay. Old dude gave up the old file. Short up pawns. Ruh-roh. That's a sexy move. Going for the mate. Alright, gotta move the bishop, yeah? Or check. Yeah, so it's... Let's see, check here. I guess they move that way, and then it becomes a mate, but... No. Blocks him off. Nice. Okay. So instead of just checking, actually clears the way for... What does he do, this or something? Yeah. So he's really focused on this mate here. But old dude's like, nah, dude, I'm gonna mate you first. Nice. Arabian mate! Okay. It's another 10-minute game. By Warhammer, the beast of puzzles. Those are two different people. That's Warsamer. 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 What? Maybe it's like their name. Anyway, they're 2200. And the beast of puzzles. I have a feeling these guys are like 8 years old. And I'm analyzing their games because I'm really good. Is this a Scandinavian? Yes! Really? Well, I mean, they're 2200, so... I thought you moved... Well, why would you move the queen when they don't attack the queen? Fair, dude. Oh, am I queen side castling? Bold queen maneuvers. Whatever, dude, I don't got a castle. I'm just gonna move my pieces. Open up your king side. Alright, queen out of dodge. Not entirely certain I get that move. Is the knight just getting out of the way? Maybe the knight is putting more pressure on this square. Well, or even this one. Or both. I mean, it can do both. I do see, I guess, a kind of attack could come around. And it seems like there is one. Alright, remove pieces. Get the pieces out. Lots of takes, lots of checks. I don't need a castle. Whatever, dude. What would I be thinking at this point? I mean, this is kind of gnarl. I mean, if you can remove that piece. Queen can even come down here. Okay, protecting the knight. Ruh-roh. Because the knight isn't really protecting there, right? After the queen moves. Blocking the check. Double block. Just letting loose. Letting loose! Pawns. Okay, king's gotta move. And sacks the queen. Now, he's blocked the queen, right, from these squares. So he just has this. Takes a course. Oh, we check in this way? That allows him to run. Could check here. Or check there. Okay, bishop move. Just dirty. Queen down. I'm thinking maybe a check. Or even a check this way. Yeah. Alright, so the king's in. Kinda no defense right now. There's lots of moves yet. Can't really do much. Maybe something like this. Nope. Oh, he wants to be able to move this piece. He's still gonna get... That's a nice move. You know, I'm all like focused over here and what's gonna happen over here. They're like, nah, dude, this piece is basically dead until I get my king out. Okay. And I want that knight. It looks gnarly. Where can you move? Here? You got that, but then you have this check. Oh wait, no you don't. Because the knight's there. So I want my knight there. No. I can... no. I want my knight there. And then this. Check. Really? You don't block. Well, you wouldn't block because you can take, right? Take, take. And then you have kind of equalized. Now you block. Alright, so... Move the knight, of course. Fork. And this is checkmate. Wow. Yeah, it's a wild game. It's a wild game. So this is a blitz, so 3 a minute between two 1400s. And, let's just do it. What? What? What is this? What? I don't understand. This looks like 2400 magic. Is this like the cow or something or whatever? Oh, they finally stopped matching moves. It's nice. Takes, all this good stuff. It reminds me of like watching a Fisher random game where you're like, I don't know what's going on. Right, we keep on moving stuff. Some exchanges, fine. That's kind of a cool little defense. Get your knight there and the queen's like, well, shit. Okay. Trading down. Bunch of trades. Setting it up. It's like, whatever, dude. I'm going to take out that pawn. Defending here. Ruh-roh. Okay. Going for the old check. And you don't trade. Well, no, you don't trade because if you did, they'd get a queen. I guess this is just bad looking. And it also releases the bishop. Lots of checks, takes. Moving the bishop back to protect d1. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to try to get... No, that's not where I want to be. Here. And then this. Right? Nope. Let's slide up this. Actually, this is preventing. Nice. Still nice check. Okay, so that was sort of the defining move, is they cut off their king to escape. So, Where am I putting my knight? I want my knight there. Is that right? Why'd they move back? Because, you know, this knight's being pretty screwed. Again, it's a 3-minute game, and they're way better than I am, but moving the knight back, I don't know if I'd do that. I'd be afraid of that, of course. I know it's an Arabian maid, but this check and this happens. So maybe they're just trying to trade a move and say, all right, dude, what are you doing? Don't they just push the pawn? No, they check because they can do that. Huh. Okay, they check, they get the bishop. Wait, what? Okay, you check to get the queen, but why wouldn't you take? Am I don't understand. Why wouldn't you take? Okay, you get the queen. Cool. But I guess they're just low on time or something. It doesn't show the time. I just why wouldn't you take the knight? I'm pretty sure I'd have taken the knight. Like, I want a queen and everything, you know? But like, I'm gonna checkmate it if I don't take that knight. You know what I'm saying? Like, white looks like they've lost. Like, it's black's move. Just take the knight. I think this is a Hail Mary. They were like out of time or something because there's no increment. And the guy's like, maybe they'll get a queen. And then that's all I can think of. All right, let's make it a little bit harder with minus 300 rather than 600. So I can take. They take back. Didn't make any sense. Where's my mate here? Check. Take. Lord, that's dirty. Check. They have to. Do they have to take? I check. They move over. It's checkmate. Check, so they have to take. And don't. I just do that. Right, so they move over anyway. Okay, this happens, and then this happens. Right on. I can think like 2 moves ahead. That's it. Alright, let me turn down this music just a little bit. Okay, let's do a couple more. This is a 3-minute blitz between two 1800s. And I'm doing Arabian mates. So lots of pressure on h7. Getting the rook over. Takes, fine. I'm trying to figure out if I can guess moves. Oh, I just actually looked. F6. Okay. Taking the bishop. This doesn't work yet because of that. Although... So where's the mate here? Probably just a big trade down. Big old trade down. Maybe start here. I must take. That would make much sense. Check here. This happens. Checkmate there. Another blitz game between 1700s. Checks. So they cannot take because they're absolutely pinned. Okay. Now they can. Thinking this move. I don't know how great that is. Well, I guess they didn't want to have a pawn kicking their butt, but this looks nasty. Check happens. Is that what they do? What do you do from here? I mean, this or this. Those are the checkmate squares. For the Arabian mate. I mean, something like maybe this and this and that. Seems slow. And I don't really see this. This takes. What's the point? Pushes the pawn. I guess the idea is that. Yeah, that's the idea. Huh. Sexy. This person saw this a while ago. Because they were like, hold on a second. In a 3-minute game, too. Like, I'm going to push my pawn up. They're going to keep on pushing their pawns to get their queen. And do a quick checkmate. But this move is bad. it's bad. Because if they do this, I take. They can check. Or they can take here. Check, they lose the queen, but isn't that lost though? Actually, hold on a second. Right, so they take, they sack the queen here. Is this a checkmate? Because I can't actually do anything, right? I mean, I can do this. Oh, no. Okay, so that's the checkmate. That's the Arabian. So I was able to get the rook here because of that pawn. Okay, that serves a purpose. But if I get a queen, it's in check. They've got to take it, right? Isn't that the move? Get a queen. Or actually, check, take, queen, mate. Right? So they just fumbled. Is that the right? Blundered. Right? Because I check here. And that's checkmate unless they take. They gotta take. Boom, queen, checkmate, right? So white should lose this game. Black should win. They just made a bad move. And I was about to make a bad move. What? Oh, right, I have to check first. Right. I did exactly what they were hoping to do. Oh, maybe he'll take this way. Like, haha, and then they're screwed. No. You check, so they have to take. And now they're toast. Yo. All right. Guys and gals. I gotta go. I've had so much coffee. I wanted to give a big shoot to White Bat Audio. That's what I'm listening to right now. It's this cool graphic behind my face. Hold on. My face is in the way. This guy. Look at those skull laser beam looking anarchy thing. It's kind of cool. Right. James Johnston, Ember Ellaria, Arnov Govil, and Sarah Mauldine. Thank you very much for the Patreon. If you guys want to do that, then do it. It's patreon.com/chesswithbill. It helps out, you know. It's not like breaking the bank, but it does help. And I will be on at some later date when the moon is high and full, and you know the stars align, planets bay. Bob here, what's up, man? Yeah, dude, I'm actually about to jump off. Normally I'm on, as you know, very, very late. I did a YouTube short with you in it where I'm like, Belbeer! I don't know if you saw it or not. But I'd been working on this puzzle for like, it was seriously like 20 minutes. And like, I mean, I don't know, but I looked at the chat and you popped up and we're like, just do this, dude. And I was like, ah! It's like you jumped in, we're like, just solved. I was like, ah. Today I was working on the Arabian mates, which, you know, I didn't get too terribly far, but anyway, it was good to see you, Bob here. I'll be back. It will happen. I shall return. I need an actual schedule. I think on Twitch, I'm like, I do this every Wednesday. And it's not every Wednesday. What can I say? Okay. Thank you for joining and all that stuff, and I'll see you all laters. Laters. How do I'm gonna use the OBS and peace out. Look at my face. Do you guys like the themes? Do you like the puzzles and stuff like that? I mean, is it actually interesting to watch? I hope so. I feel like... No, I'm kidding. I'm leaving. See you guys later.